Hello, Air Tribe. Welcome to your weekly oracle messages. As always, keep in mind that this is only a general reading. Always take what feels right and with what does resonate within your own life experiences during this time. And if you would like a personal reading with me, please contact me through the email I put in the description box below. I'm still offering until the end of the month May special tarot offers. I have two special tarot offers going on. One, it's called The Tales of the Earth, and it's a reading that focuses on bringing forward messages of both spiritual and material growth. And the other one, it's called In Between the Sheets, and it's a reading that's more focused into relationship dynamics, specifically themes of intimacy, sexuality, and the nature of pleasure. So if you would like to know more info about those specials or any other of my tarot services, just email me. Or if you would like to donate and support my channel, you can also do so by following the PayPal link, which is also down below, and as well my Facebook and Instagram page. So, air signs. I do feel like this week brings something to the forefront in terms of how willing or how much you are incredibly willing to face adversity or to face challenge in the most upfront way. So what I want to say is that you are being called to be brave, to not shy away from, necessary confrontation, necessary, communication, debate, conflict, situations in which you are called to have an immediate reaction to the situation, to not shy away, hide away, to allow fear to kind of shrink you into this belief that you don't have, solutions or ways to go about whatever this challenge is about. So I think that for the majority of air signs during this weekly time frame, most likely some of you are going to be presented with a challenge that apparently seems to be something that is incredibly, working against you strongly. There's a very strong vibration about this challenge, which means that there's like an opposition energy, an opponent, something here that seems to be, a very... there's something here about some of you maybe facing enemies, or there's an enemy energy. Of course, that this doesn't have to be, in the form of, for example, a person or a relationship, in your life that actually has this enemy concept, even though it could be, this enemy can be about any situation in your lives in which there's this connotation of having, something really, going in the opposite direction from what you want, wish, and desire. And so you're being challenged, in facing your fears about, I think, about the energy of the outside world that seems to carry much more of a dimension. It's like a higher dimension or weight than your willpower to conquer and achieve and, succeed at what you want to succeed. Because I do think that there's a little bit of a competitive vibration as well about your energy air signs, where it's like you're in the middle of something that could be felt like competition, needing to, show what you're worth, speak up, tell your ideas, show your talents, fight for who you want, fight for what you want. It's like you're not really in this position, I feel, during this week. If you want something strongly this week, you're being advised to really go full on, to not shy away, to not be held back by any insecurities that you might have in terms of confidence. Because what I also feel is like some of you need to build a stronger, a stronger relationship with your own inner selves in terms of, feeling empowered by choices, by thoughts, by emotions. Like once feeling something, once thinking about something, once deciding something, going for it. I think that the majority of you are too much, or have been too much, in the sense of going around situations in your mind, and it's all in the mind, and it has inhibited some of the need to take action or to be more proactive in your life, to find ultimately what the majority of you are looking for. Now, specifically here for Gemini, being the energy, this card, nothingness. Apparently, this is a card that can be a little bit, a little bit, seem a little bit threatening, because this is about the unknown. This nothingness is about a state of something being, in a way, emptied from your life. So there's an energy here for Gemini of something that is being created, right, behind the scenes, but in which the majority of you might not yet have, the full awareness or perception of what this is. So you might feel empty. Some Geminis during this week might feel like you're in the dark about situations. You don't know what's going to happen next. You don't know, if there's anything besides this, coming, that you are living. I think that you're being challenged to be in this moment, right? In this very moment, working through, situations one step at a time, taking action again about those, being present and awakened in every single moment of your day. But I also think that you're being called to embrace the unknown, because from this void, from this nothingness, there will be something that will be created. This is a little bit, I feel like, the energy of the 12th house, and the majority. Well, now we have the sun coming into Gemini, but I feel like this is like the energy of the new moon in Gemini, that it's only going to happen further into the month of June. So until the next new moon phase, you might be feeling that things are a little bit hard to perceive as objectively as some of you would like. I feel like some of you that have issues, of course, with control or fearing, the unknown, elements of what's hidden, death, the dark, the shadows, all of that might have a strong pull in terms of, experiences that you're being called to go through to empower your being, and to I think that some of you Geminis are being called to face a specific fear. Now, for some of you, it could be a fear, again, of death, dying, losing. It could be a fear of lack of control, of, leaving things to chance, leaving things to the hands of God or the universe. Some of you, this could be about emptiness as well, like feeling like you have achieved something or you have fulfilled something, that thing now has been achieved. You are kind of in between, right, in this transitional phase where you're leaving something but you're not yet in the new thing. So you are in between realities of ending and beginning, and this can be quite scary. For Libras, there is this aspect of achievement. Again, there's this energy of wanting to succeed and wanting to stand out and wanting to celebrate and wanting to show your colors to the world. This is the success card. So anything you're kind of working on, wishing for, hoping for, that you will be successful at, that you will be a champion at. I think that some Libras can have positive results happening during this period of time, especially Libras that have been involved in the pursuit of careers where they can feel more like themselves, or where they can express more of themselves, where they can feel more in control of what they are doing. But I also feel like the success can just be about the way you are presenting yourself to the eyes of the world. Can be very appealing, attractive. I think that there's something charming about the energy of Libra during this week frame, in which that might attract to them just exactly what they need, or what they have been, as well confused about. Because I feel like some of you Libras have been, confused about something, not knowing quite the way about something. Maybe you haven't really understood so far the way to achieve that success that I'm talking about. And I think that the trick is about this new perspective, new vision about what success is, what success means, and how is it, in a way, seated from inside of you so you can have that manifestation in your life. And I think that some of you have awakened, to a new realization of how you want to succeed, how you should succeed, where you can go to succeed, what is success for you again, or how to go about something that you really want to have it happening in a more positive way. I think that some of you have this awakening of understanding how to go about a situation, which means that you might change plans for the best to get you the optimal results you're looking for. I also feel like some of you need that it's for Libras that are still quite confused about how to achieve this successful vision of themselves and of life in life. I think that you need silence. I keep getting from a long time in previous readings for Libras that some of you really need silence, or you need some time, in nature, in meditation, in this state where you just, allowing your spirit guides to kind of communicate with you, your higher self, to reveal to you what you need to know, the doubts that are consuming your being. There's answers for you, but you might need to, unplug, especially from environments. So it's like these backgrounds where there's a lot of noise and you can't focus, or you can't channel information, you can't even rest properly. I also feel like this could be about rest. Some of you might need to rest more, or work on building routines that can improve your sleep. I really think that by taking care of you, nourishing you and your body and your mind, you can have a profound transformation in the way you have been looking at situations, like changing the notion from failure, right, or something that you feel like you have failed, or that it's not working, or you don't know how to make it work, and suddenly having an awareness on how to make it happen. For Aquarius, I feel like Aquarius during this week or during this time frame might be a little bit too much in this, passive energy. I think that some of you are being called again to take control, take charge of situations, to not delay them, to not settle as well. Because I think that some of you might feel like you don't need to do much, or there's not much to do, and actually there's plenty for you to take care of. I feel like some of you are in this, maybe during this week, feeling more, lazy, or, just in this vibration of wanting to relax and chill and not really care much about what's going on. And I think that, appropriately that might be okay, but I think that there's something you're missing on. There's something that's in which it's required your presence, or it's required your immediate attention, and you might be letting things slip out of control. I feel like some of you might be in this indulgent energy during this week, but I also feel like some of you might just be delaying actually something. So while you're really not yet completely aware of how you want to go about a situation because it's challenging, as I said in the beginning, or just because it makes you uncomfortable, I think that some of you are settling for life, a lifestyle, or conditions in life that might be okay, but they're not really providing the full, happiness, and excitement some of you are looking for. I feel like there's some of you that feel like your life is dull or grayish, feeling like you don't have enough fun or interesting experiences happening right now. This is a card, laziness. And I do think that, though, some of you just in others of you, though, there's plenty of Aquarius, different groups of Aquarius here. Some of you are just kind of enjoying yourselves, enjoying whatever you have, trying to make the most out of it, trying to decompress from stress, trying to avoid situations that make you feel, down or depressed or angry. And again, I think that in the appropriate measure, that's okay. I just feel like some of you are really letting things pass by you that you shouldn't. Yeah, I feel like there's this real pull or calling or incentivation that you are in need to take charge, control situations. I feel like some of you don't want to control anything. You don't want to impose anything. You don't want to demand anything. You don't want to have that energy of I think that some of you might be struggling with being, your own authority in life. There's this, this need to be more in control, which means that this energy of the authority from within you to take charge of situations and to not be afraid to take charge of situations and to control what you can control, which is, again, of course, the reactions of your being and the things that you want to achieve in life. Because I think that there's something you are getting further and further and further away, like feeling like there's something in your life that is so distant. And I think that some of you are getting distant from dreams, but it's like an idea that might be happening because you're not taking enough, again, action to make those dreams happen. So I hope you air signs have a great week. Thank you so much for all of you that have been liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting to my channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. And hopefully we'll see each other soon.